Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft. I don't really know where I was going with that, but welcome back to another video, guys, and I want to take a look over the city real quick. And in looking over here, it looks amazing. I'm very proud of it. But we got some problems here. So let's go down into my storage system real quick so we can kind of get a look at what I got going here. Ow. So these are my 2 rows of storage, automatic sorting, 2 different systems, and I got a hand system down there. This episode, I'm going to be revamping this one more time. And if we come over here, and then walk over here and drop down here, I have this very big open space over here. Now, you might be wondering, what am I going to do here? I'm thinking that I put the storage system all down and around here. And before we get into plan number 2, let's go over a little bit of lore. In creating this city here, this was originally meant to be the City of Hearts, based off the hearts from a deck of cards. But I did need an end-all be-all base, and I'm actually going to convert this entire city to being just that. This city is going to become the house. So there is actually a few reasons to why I'm changing this entire city here from what it was. And we're going to start off with the styles. And just take a look around. Look at the variety of different styles. We have this right here, and then connected to this is a whole different style. This is a conglomerate of styles. This over here is a different style than all of this over here. These houses are the same style vaguely, but different than these. Every single one of the houses over there are different styles. It's just different styleception. So my overall goal is going to be to just keep expanding here, because it's very unfinished. This is huge, and I was thinking that I can expand over here, around the mountain here, maybe even build another custom castle and mountain and just keep kind of going. For this place at least, along with adding other different cities around the world and whatnot. You guys get the idea. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into doing this little bit of work at the start of the episode, and then we're going to get into the second plan, which is going to be doing some more expanding work of this and starting to plan out the next city limit, and maybe, just maybe, planning out the next total city entirely. But we'll see about that. First off, storage system, let's go. You know, I was planning to fly down and not get stuck on this right here. Whee! Ow. Alrighty, so we have got this in place here now. Anyways, so this is the overall design of the storage system I'm going for. Cyan terracotta, quartz stairs, deep slate tiles, redstone lamp. I have the sorting system behind here, and it's going to wrap around from there. It's going to come down to here. It's going to go over there, and it's going to come down to here. I'm going to have a loading system on this side over here, and then there's going to be an entrance to the other beacon right over here. So it is going to stop a little bit short and whatnot, but that's okay, because I do plan on having a manual storage system over on this side too. Right here, this is the skeleton farm, and then I need to drain these lava pits. I won't be doing anything crazy, I'm just going to be using sand and whatnot to get it done. And that's pretty much it there. So I suppose without further ado, I'm going to be mining this strips out, or these strips out, placing in the redstone lamps. I might place some redstone lamps here, we'll have to see, and then I'm going to be draining out the lava pools. So hopefully this is not too boring of a time lapse. Anyways, let's get it. Alrighty, you guys might notice a little bit of a difference between the storage room and what you saw in the time lapse. So I do want to go over something real quick. I did in fact go end city rating, and I found a bunch of different end cities. And if we come over to here real quick, I kind of did a little something. Now I wanted to make this a little bit special, so yes, all of these are, filtered and whatnot. They all have like their blocks in it going all the way around. It is 310 items, but I wanted to make a loader and an unloader, and it didn't really work out how I wanted it to. We're going to have a manual storage system going all around, and over here is our automatic. Now I do need to revamp this still, I need to put in the floor pattern, but I do want to go up and show you guys what I also decided to do up here. Owie. But as you guys can see, I fully revamped this whole entire place. Also, I apologize for the voice, I'm like dying of a cold. But as you can see, I did in fact kind of make everything look a little pretty. I need to move this out the way. But over here we just have a bunch of different, designs going on. Got another little table here. I got some weeping vines going up. I did push this here back a little bit more. Yeah, there's that. And if you come up to the second level here, this has a little bit more decoration. You can now get up to these floors here. And it's not really anything useful. It's just a bunch of little decorative pieces I thought would look cool. I need to get to doing this here because it's been way too long. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I have a design in mind, but I don't know if it's going to work with the levels I have here, but that's besides the point. A main point of contention right now is this area here. Although I do have an idea to get started off with, so I'm going to start with doing that, and then we're just going to kind of see how it goes from there. So let's get into doing another time-lapse little thing here. Alrighty, so we are getting started off on this little bit of a time-lapse here for the decorative aspects of the storage room. So starting off, I am totally revamping my design of the brain fart skeleton spawner here, making it a tiny bit more efficient for gathering up the skeleton bones. I placed magma blocks on the bottom there, and this also lets me spawn in some glow squids, so it also passively gets me a little bit of glow ink, which I am not too mad about. I mean, I'm happy with that. And then next up we have a little bit of a time lapse of the floor I'm putting in place here. Now this floor is very simple, it's just very simple patterns, nothing really crazy about it. And then in the middle where you see those 4 pieces of sea lantern, I will be putting in a little bit of like a lava pit, but because I'm so close to bedrock, there's going to be some bedrock in the lava pit. That kind of makes sense, which sucks, but it is what it is. Jeez, I'm tired right now. Anyways, next up we have some birch wood and cut sandstone. I didn't know what to go for the white texture, and I didn't want to go exactly with white, so I ended up going with like a yellowish tone, but or pale. Sorry, pale. But it's alright. It does the job all the same. And I'm really kind of yapping out my ass here, but if you guys could like, subscribe, all that jazz, it really does mean a lot because these videos do take a while, and unfortunately I work 2 jobs at the moment, upcoming on 3 on top of being a full-time college student, so Not exactly the easiest thing in the world. Next up over here we have red terracotta and mangrove. Now I did have to do material gathering in between here because I did not have enough materials for this entire build, but I am not going to record that. And after this time lapse, I am actually going to have to do even more work on this still because I need a roof in place on this. But that's going to be something really easy and not really time lapse worthy, if you kind of catch what I mean. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go to the future city planning aspect after this storage room has been, completed off camera and whatnot with the minor details. I still do also need to build the rest of the secondary storage room, which is what I'm doing right here. This is just for the manually sorted items. Now, I'm not really doing anything crazy here for the moment. It's just kind of, an assortment of items. But I definitely do need to get this in place, and I need to do the flooring in here too, because the flooring is currently, you guys can see what the flooring is, but I'm probably going to do all of one pattern and just call it a day there. Anyways, let's go to a little bit of a first person tour of this real quick. Okie dokie, I know we're not down in the little area there because I wanted to start up here to take you guys through the full entire experience. So, if you would be so kind as to follow me real quick. Whee! So, in coming down over here, we come through the cave over here. We drop down to this area right here. We activate the elytra, of course. Now, I did actually pop a totem earlier and whatnot when I did this, so shh, don't tell anyone. But in coming down here, we have the entire 310 item auto storage system. Now, I went with different patterns along the side here, as I said, and I actually did end up putting in the lava pits over here. This was actually pretty fun to do. I did like it. And yeah, all the items they're all in. And then if we come over to here, you find a little bit of a hallway and into the manual storage section with a big slime in it for some reason. We don't talk about that. But over here, this is all we got here going right now. Eventually, I will make these into 3x3 piston doors that will lead to somewhere and have something, maybe more storage, maybe automatic farms. We will see though. Overall though, I do so enjoy how this came out. But let's go back up to the top real quick. So I do in fact want to be able to kind of edit some stuff over here and expand the city more. So if we take a free cam view right here, you can definitely see how little this farmland is compared to the other builds we have here. So what I plan on doing is taking the farms, wrapping them around this part right here, pulling them over in this little crescent shape right here. That should do for the time being. That is a lot more farmland, and I just think that would look amazing. But we have to actually put that in, and my keyboard disconnect. I am so sorry. But without further ado, it is time for the expanding and planning. So, let's get to expanding first. Whee! Why am I missing a slab right here? Alright, before I do this little voiceover segment here, I do want to apologize for my voice at the moment. It is absolutely shot, so if I sound weird, I do apologize. Allergies are kicking my butt. But that is besides the point. Anyways, we're getting started off here. As you guys can see, pretty self-explanatory. I am destroying all the trees in the area, and I probably will expand this further in the future as these farms are going to take up a lot of space because the city's big. Big city needs a lot of farms, and that's just how things have to go. But in doing that, I do have to terraform quite a bit of land overall, and I'm not using Lightmatica or anything for this. I'm simply just freehanding it, which is partially why it doesn't look the best, because I've gotten so used to using Lightmatica for builds that freehanding it just takes longer in general. So I don't show me placing in any trees or any foliage and whatnot. This is just like the hard groundwork. Now, if you guys do want to see the trees and stuff like that, let me know in the description down below, but oh, I'm gonna cough, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Anyways, if you guys do want to see me build trees and stuff like that, let me know in the description down below. But I kind of do it in chunks, especially as of recent, because I have not had the most amount of time to quite necessarily play the game how I want to play it, which sucks, but it is what it is. Um, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, brain fart. So to the left of this farm here, this is where I want to create the second city, for lack of better words, or at least start like the plan for it. Now it is going to go through that little mountain there, so there's a good chance I'm going to have to destroy that whole entire mountain right there, which is going to be a lovely process. But we will get to that when I have to get to that. And right now I'm just worried about farms. And this is what I meant by the terraforming. So as you guys can see, there is big chunks of floating land. So I just go by and I make my rough looking terrain there, which I wouldn't say I use a lot, but I kind of do use it a lot. And I don't know, it's just my favorite style. But brain fart. This is really why I need a script for this. Yes. So with these chunks of land coming out underneath them, I kind of want to create a little farming village at the same time. Even though I already have like a farming barracks, for lack of better words. But once again, that is besides the point. Um, I don't know what style the village should be in. I have actually I have a fair idea of what I want it to look like, but I'm not 110% sure yet because I don't know if I actually want to build it right here or if I want to expand the farms a little bit more and stuff like that. Alrighty. So we are going to get into the work that I have been doing. So without further ado, let's fly off and look at this. Whee! Okay, aside from my little shulker box mess over here that I have to eventually pick up, when we come over here, I did a little bit of terraforming over here, and yes, I did go more in depth off camera with decorating and whatnot. Then we come over here. This is going to remain undone for now because I want to expand down further, but that is for the future. Coming over here, we have another path, and I plan on having a tiny path coming over here so that we can create a village all on this side over here. But if you look over here, all this has been terraformed and decorated and stuff. Coming up to over here, we have a little bit of a sitting area, which I do so enjoy. Then I made another path coming along this side so we can view the little village that I want to create eventually. Like I said, eventually. We'll have to see about that. And then coming over here, we have a little bit of just more terraformed work, more trees, more stuff. Anyways, the next little bit we're going to do is we're going to destroy this whole entire mountainside here. Now, I did in fact update my game version. If we look, I'm at top there, 26.1.2, and the replay mod is not out at the moment, and flashback is not working with iris shaders. So I either have to not use shaders or not use flashback, and I'm opting to keep iris the same, oops, so I can do that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna do a cool little transition where I make a pop noise and everything goes to normal. Well, not normal, but I mean like it's all done. You get the point. And I'm gonna make a pop noise, and boom, it's done, right? Did you guys enjoy my little bit of a transition right there? I mean, I know I sure did. So this is all that I kind of did over here. I just really wiped things down a little bit, and I did do a tiny bit of terraforming of like flattening out space and whatnot, because I do have an idea. I'm gonna have a tower there, a tower here, a tower here, and a tower coming over there, with two bridges connecting to the tower right here. And overall, that's kind of where I want to go with the idea there. Now down over here, there is a zombie spawner and whatnot. Show you guys real quick. I don't know. Did I already show you? I don't know. I have to go back and edit, but yeah, overall, this here is done for the planning. Now, like I said, I'm just planning for stuff, and getting this in my head is actually giving me a good idea for a plan. So I don't want to spoil anything, I can't go and do that. But what I can say is that there will be a village over on this side here, probably coming around all the way to over here, the area I'm encircling. And then over here, this will be a continuation of the city from over here. So it's going to wrap all the way around over here. I mean, technically speaking, this village over here will also be a extension and whatnot. And then in other terms for planning, I am planning on making another little castle over on this side right here. Sorry, I'm itching my face. But that's pretty much going to conclude it for the episode here. And to be honest, this one has been a very, very long one. Let's go look at my day count up for... Whoa. Go look at my day count real quick. Brain fart. Ow. So as we can see, oh, they changed the days. I'm on day 2210. This whole entire escapade here has taken me 210 days. That is a lot of Minecraft time. Jeez. For this 20-minute video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one. Ow.